In this class, we're going to be looking at some of my favorite somatic exercises to lose weight and heal anxiety. I'm going to walk you through a few of my favorite moves step by step. Before we start, go put a number 1 through 10 in the comment box below for me. 10 meaning you feel really out of your body, up in your head, maybe anxious, and 1 being you feel really grounded, embodied. My hope is that if you write that number now, by the end of class, you can comment again and your number will have gone down. To begin, we're going to start with one of my favorite somatic moves, which is just brushing energy down the body. So you can brush down each arm, the torso, brush down each leg, really feel the front and the back of each leg, bending the knees. Deepening the breath, taking one hand to your forehead and one hand to the nape of the neck and slowing down your breath. Make an audible sigh or an HA out the mouth, just allowing yourself to land here in your practice space, taking the hand that's at the nape of the neck onto your heart center. Beginning to move the hips a little side to side in figure eights. Now that we've dropped in, let's add a little bit of tapping. So I'm tapping right underneath my collarbone, moving the hips from side to side. Can tap the forehead. And cross the arms and tap opposite shoulders, just waking up the container of the body, however feels good to you. Tapping the seat and the legs, and now making circles with the wrists. So we already have the hips moving, circling now the wrists, maybe letting one shoulder and then the other drift forward. So touching the body, awakening the container of the body, and now just making circles with the body. If you're not sure how to circle, maybe turning to one side, making a giant circle, and then turning to the other side of your room. The hands go down, around, and up. It's like you're scooping energy. Let the head and neck circle and wave. Maybe finding a little back bend. And now wherever you are, widen the stance. Widen the stance. I kind of pretend like I'm seaweed. And if it feels silly, I get it. Do it anyway. Somatic yoga is all about breaking the linear patterns we get stuck in, even inside our yoga practice. Bringing the feet a little closer together now. And finding our second core exercise, the bounce. So my heels are a little bit off the ground. Look at how I'm just letting everything hang loose. It's okay if you feel stuff wiggling and jiggling. This is the most amazing nervous system reset. So I'm shrugging the shoulders up and down a little bit, finding that softness, that bounce in the heels, micro bending the knees. Wag the jaw from side to side, maybe shaking out the wrists. Just bounce, bounce, bounce. Notice the patterns you get stuck in the face, so just make funny faces with me as you bounce. And then widening this a little bit, inhaling, clasping opposite elbows. Let's find a circle again. So sundial motion, bending the knees, forward fold, coming up through a side bend. Maybe yawn. You've made the spiral bigger now. We're reaching into the side body, stretching the side body. This should feel good. So you have the core movement of the spiral. And now when you're hanging down, let the arms hang and find a bounce in this forward fold. Just bounce, bounce, bounce. Knees are deeply bent. It should feel like your low back is elongating. Your chin is in towards your chest, so the crown of your head is directly towards the floor, letting it hang. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Should feel like a low back release. If you need to widen the stance or bend the knees more, do it. Maybe wagging the jaw from side to side. This is so great for low back pain. Place one hand just above the knee on your thigh and the other hand press yourself up, feeling the thighs, maybe stroking the thighs. Coming back to our first core concept of touch and awakening the container of the body, activating your boundary line so you feel like you know where your body ends and the world begins. And the spiral. Still moving the hips. Think of moving the hips in figure eights. Maybe a little spiral with the head and neck, opening the chest. Let's reach up and roll the top wrist, letting the rest of your body kind of slouch down. Look at how the knee is bent. And then bend the opposite knee and reach with that arm, slouch and roll the wrist. Yawning. Hands on hips, feet wider than hip width apart. Coming into our next core somatic exercise, the punch and the kick. So often with somatic yoga, we're working on how do we channel or simulate that fight, flight, freeze response so we can complete that stress cycle. So invitation to keep rolling the hips here, or rolling the head and neck here, or coming back to that sundial pose if you liked it. In somatic yoga, you're making choices for yourself, so you want to be doing what felt good for you. Lean into that. Trust your intuition. I'm here to give you ideas, but only so then you can move off script. Wherever you are, coming back to center, thumbs inside the fists to throw our first punch. So you're just alternating arms. I want you to think about the amount of energy and tension you're releasing through each arm as you punch. Ha! Bonus points if you'll add a sound with me. Ha! 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 Let's add the legs. Punch down. Punch down. Punch down. Yeah. If you don't feel comfortable making sound, at least make a strong exhale out the O-shaped mouth for me. Punch down. Punch down. If the stepping back's too much, you just keep it here. Ha. Ha. Hands to hips. One leg, kick. 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 So we're kicking to the front, to the side, to the back. Switch sides. If you lose your balance, it's okay. This isn't about doing it right. This is doing about what feels good, what feels like an energetic release. This is strengthening, toning the core and the whole body as you also balance here. Kick, front, side, back, side to step, front, side, back, side to step. Play with it. If you want to switch back to punches, maybe move around your space a little. I want you trusting those instincts. Wherever you are, go off script. Punch and kick. Maybe it's just to the diagonal. Maybe it's to the sky. Don't forget the breath. Last moments here. Maybe you want to pause and just find some spirals. Trust yourself in this. Last few moments before we switch to our last exercise of somatic shaking. Let's come back to center. Roll the wrist, roll the hips. Gently roll the head and neck if it's comfortable for you. Big sigh out the mouth. Slowing everything down, take one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Breathe, catch your breath. And as this new music comes in now, let's just tap the feet. So see how my heels are glued down, but my feet are just lifting. Roll the wrists. Look at how many somatic exercises you already know now. Bouncing. Spiraling. That element of touch, get the hands in the hair. Massage the scalp. Massage the face. Touch the lips and the neck. Maybe moving the shoulders forward and back, letting yourself be inspired by the music if it inspires you. How to do somatic shaking now. We're going to start with one wrist. So let's think about flicking water off your wrist like you want to dry off. Let's take it up and down. Take it up and down. Other hand. Whoo. If you are typing and texting, your wrist is saying thank you right now. Let's do both hands together. Up and down. So we're just going one body part at a time. Shake the shoulders. Shake the shoulders. Shimmy. Shimmy. Get low. And then like your samba in back. Ooh. Wag the jaw. Shake the seat. Shake the seat. See if you can initiate from the tailbone. So it's like you're shaking, shivering it up the whole spine. Yeah. Take the hands to the hips and shake a leg. So we've already practiced balancing on one leg. Let the ankle be floppy. Floppy like a fish. Taking it forward and back. Other side. Shake it. And now is the fun part. You get to put it all together. Shake everything. All the things at once. Move around your space. Make a circle. It always makes me feel less silly. Make a circle. And you can see there's elements of the spiral as I shake. I'm maybe circling the head a little bit. Whoa, wag the jaw. Make faces. Whoa. Really, how much can you shake? Healing can be fun. Your weight loss journey or healing journey, whatever, emotional release journey, it can be fun. Shake it off. Shake the legs. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Find a wide stance. Deep breath in. Hand to heart and belly. Sighing it out with me, noticing how your body feels. Giving yourself some time for the energy you've generated to settle, lift the heart. And notice, how does your body feel now? And if you had to give a number 1 through 10, which I hope you'll do after the video, has that number lowered? Remember, 10 was in our head and anxious and kind of disembodied, and 1 being super grounded, super embodied, knowing where your body ends and the world begins, feeling safe in the container of your body. How do you feel now? And then just to energetically close this practice, walk around your space. Mindfully looking at your living room or wherever you're practicing, just taking in the space you're in, articulating and feeling through the feet as you walk, using your eyes to ground you, orient you. And deliberately choose a spot, a place to stand, and a position of the hands on the body that feels like a completion for you, a completion of this practice. Maybe it's a butterfly hug, maybe it's palms on the face, finding some darkness, hands over the eyes, or any of the other positions we explored. Or just hands by your sides. Breathe. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Do let me know in the comments down below if you feel more grounded, if you feel like that self-assessment number went down, that you're more down in your body. I always leave a free gift for you in the comments, my Somatic Healing Masterclass. If you want to experience a much longer session with me, or if you love learning about these moves, consider my Somatic Yoga online course. Thank you so much for being here all the way to the very end. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments down below, and I'm sending you a lot of love on your healing journey. Practice with me again tomorrow, and in the meantime, take care of you.